Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So in today's video, we are going to discuss on stack, which is an abstract data type and commonly used in most of the programming languages. But before moving on stack, I would like to brief on what do I mean by abstract data type. So we can use an abbreviation for it, ADT. So what is abstract data type? These are user define data types which define the operation on values using functions. And you can think it like a black box where we do not need to specify what is there inside the function or how the operations are performed. Okay, so I'll just write a line on ADT. It is a user-defined data type which defines operations on values using functions. And you can think it in like a black box. So taking an example of stack itself, as we have said that stack is an abstract data type. Of course, like arrays and linked lists that we discussed in the previous videos, we would be doing insertion and deletion and other operations, right? So if I want to insert an element into a stack, I can just use the function push. And for deletion, I can use the function pop. So I can perform the operation of insertion by using the function push without worrying about the implementation details in this function. Okay, so let's understand the operation of stack by using an example. And this is my plate, so I'm going to define it by using stack of plates. Then I'm going to place another plate on top of it, then another place on top of the second plate. So here we can see that I'm able to do the data operation only at one end, that is the top of the stack. So this is, so I can, if I want to insert a new plate, it will be on the top of the already existing stack of plates. If I want to remove, I'm removing. So I am always performing the operation by using the top of the stack, right? Let's move to the hands-on activity. Here I'm going to declare a class which will represent my stack. So let's create a class. I name my stack. And I'm going to declare a variable top, which will denote the top element in the stack. And I'm going to define the functions and just default constructor where I'm going to initialize the top as -1. Okay, then I want to have a function for the push. Yes, so to insert an element into the stack, we put int data, int dl, right? Then another function to perform the deletion. I'm going to mention it as pop, and the return type is int. Then I want to check at any moment if my stack is empty or not. So I'm declaring one function as is empty. Okay, we're good with the stack declaration. Yeah, so I'm going to define the size of the stack as well as 10. So we are going to implement the stack operation using arrays here. So stack implementation using arrays. Similarly, you can try by using the concept of linked list. Okay, so here I am going to declare an array of size 10. So we are good with the stack, my stack class declaration, and I'm going to define the functions now. So the first function is my push function. So return type, name of the class, name of the function, parameter. So here the first check should be on the size of the stack. So if the top element is less than the size, which I have put it as 10, then only we can do the insertion. Otherwise, I'm going to mention that it is an overflow condition because we have already reached the size of the stack. So I've already inserted the 10 elements. I cannot insert more. This is an overflow condition. So I'm going to return as false. And if we can insert an element into the stack, what we are going to do? We are going to increment the top and just going to insert my data and return true. All right, so we are good with the push operation. Moving on to the pop. So return type, then the class name, the function name, and now let's define the function. So for the pop operation, I can perform the pop operation only if my top is greater than -1. Otherwise, there is no element in the stack, and this is the underflow situation. So I'm going to print it is underflow. Stack is empty. You cannot delete anything else from it now. And I'm returning 0. Now, what if you already has the data, how to take it? Of course, even the deletion can only be done from the top element. So I'm just going to take one variable as 10, and I will be assigning the value of my stack top element to the temporary, and I'm going to decrement top. Then don't forget to return 10, which holds the top element of the stack. Okay, we are good with the pop operation. Moving on to isEmpty. So return type, class name, function name, and now let's define the function. Okay, so return if top is less than 0. If top is less than 0, it means it is empty, so it will return true. Yes, and the stack is empty now. Okay, now let's create the object, and I'm going to push some data to the stack. Let's push. I'm going to put 19. I'll to push more data to it. Then object name dot the function name and the data, and then let's print the elements of the stack. So for this, I'm going to use while loop while my stack dot is empty. While my stack is not empty, so don't forget to put not operator here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to print the top element. And so tick element, so just s dot pop. Okay, so in pop operation, we would be deleting the first element, so the second element uh, will become, sorry, we would be deleting the top element. After that, the another element underneath will become the top element. So like this, we are going to proceed. So let's run this program and check if it's working fine. Yeah. So here you can see that I have performed the push operation as 19, then 11, then 55. So here 55 is the top element of the stack, right? So when I'm performing the pop operation, we can see first 59 is getting printed, then 11, then 19. I'm going to provide the GitHub link for this sample code as well, and you can start from there. And you can perform other operation, like you can create a function to define the top element or to just return the top element of the stack. And if you feel that there is a requirement to go for other operation or other problem solving by using the concept of stacks, and what are the most common questions that companies are asking related to stack data structure, please feel free to put in the comment section. Hope you like this video. Do subscribe the channel. Thank you. Have a good time.